very warm welcome to everyone. We have with us Mr. Debashis, the Senior Director from Myntra. So thanks a lot, sir, for coming down, and thanks a lot for your time, firstly. So, sir, how does your day look like as a Senior Director at Myntra?
Okay, see, there will be some specific meetings for every week we have, and apart from that, I will make a pre-plan for the next week, and it is a day-to-day basis. Along with my meetings, what specific areas I need to focus on to support the business, I'll make a day-wise plan. So I'll stick to that, and if there is some firefighting or something else is coming up, otherwise means I'll stick to that plan specifically.
Moving on, Mr. Sir, would you like to talk us through some common or major challenges that you have seen in supply chain and sourcing combined?
Yeah. So means it's a volatile market now, and there are a lot of challenges. Few, if I want to add, one is speed of deliveries.
Okay.
That is one challenge, because everybody wants, the end consumer wants the delivery in the quickest form, right? That is one challenge. You cannot have a complete ecosystem balanced with other requirement. Sometimes we failed also,
Right.
in terms of delivering quickly. We have a portal called M Express,
Okay.
where we commit 2 days deliveries, and presently we are operating close to 45 to 50% on M Express, but rest 50% there is a still gap going towards 2 days delivery, but we are working on it. Second problem is, since market is volatile and yarn prices are shooting up, and there is a hell lot of fluctuation in yarn price, meeting the cost expectation is a challenge as far as sourcing is concerned. Then we have a challenge of MOQ,
Okay.
because we are offering more width, and where the MOQ is a big concern, because if we go for more width, then the quantity goes down accordingly. Yeah. So again, in supply chain, the vendor reliability is a big question, because something commitment we are getting out of our vendors,
Right.
but actually it is not been given. So means we are planning based on the commitment given by the supply chain, but ultimately if it is not coming from vendors, so it is creating a problem for us, we are getting less sale period and all. So these are the major challenges. Means basically in online it is all about width. So the kind of options we are operating with, managing that itself is a big challenge. Means we are making it happen, but means it's a challenge to handle.
Ongoing challenge, yeah.
Yes, ongoing challenge to handle. So we are coping up. Means we are getting solves around it, and we are making it happen accordingly.
But it's an ongoing process.
Yes, it's ongoing process. So every season there is a new problem.
You saw something?
Yes. A lot of. So for example, I will tell you one thing. This winter it was not good winter.
Yes.
The span of winter it was very little.
Yes.
So the kind of supply chain model we had made, and whatever the demand plan we had made, it went wrong. It is not only for us, for everyone.
Everyone.
So you cannot help it. These are the challenges automatically, means based on seasonality and typically the climatic condition. Because of that, these challenges will come, and we have to take it positively and go forward.
Fair enough.
That's how it is. Means we are taking challenges as our
Solving one challenge
at a time, and going taking it forward.
New challenges.
Yes. That is how it is going.
Very good way to look at it.
Yeah.
Because I think with time, whatever changes happen in the demand side
Yes.
might also influence the sourcing side.
Yes,
I have
yes.
to be ready with that.
Yes.
I'm catering to some demand, so I have to be ready with the sourcing side also.
Exactly.
That's the idea you have.
The prediction what we make 6 months before may not be right after 6 months.
After 6 months.
So it may vary, it may fluctuate, but we have to cope up with that.
Up with that. We would like to know now that how does technology help you with planning or looking after your supply chain? So
Right.
we want to know the intervention of technology now.
So means my experience with Myntra is a tech company, and we are following all the tech like in every stage of our execution.
Okay.
Whether it is sourcing and other things, right? So in sourcing, specifically for demand planning, we are using our technology, we are using our data, historical data to calculate means per style or how much it should plan for the next season. So it's all with algorithm. It is a clear math. We are not just like that predicting. We are calculating and predicting it, which is actually, to be precise, it would be close to accurate, if I say that way. So the prediction of demand planning, it is through technology, and then for execution we are using manufacturing tracker to get the real time WIPs and all to make the supply chain more reliable.
And it's all your internal.
Yes, all our internal technology, and it is helping us to predict well. It is helping us to give the trust to the entire supply chain model.
Absolutely.
And without technology, we cannot think anything.
Because you operate in so many SKUs, so many styles.
Manually, it is impossible to carry on those execution unless technology.
Basically.
It is completely in our DNA. Basically, you can say, without technology, we cannot think of. Yes.
So you have scaled on technology basically.
Yes, actually.
You have scaled your model on technology and used it very judiciously and across demand, supply chain, sourcing.
Yes. Otherwise, what will happen? Like, for example, every season we are adding up, let's say, 20,000 options. I cannot add, means every season I cannot add our manpower, right?
Right.
So it will be in number of team size and all. So technology is helping us. With a limited manpower, we can go for execution in a perfect way, and that is how we are believing technology and
so you add 20,000 styles every season.
Yes, we are adding. Means for MAB, I'm telling.
Yeah.
Means Myntra fashion brand. For total Myntra, it will be even more.
Even more.
So if we don't have technology, you cannot imagine to have like manual work to execute those n number of style codes in our portal. So we are relying on technology, and we believe that technology only can help us to grow
and sustain this, and like you have used technology to grow basically.
Yes, actually.
Great. So moving on, Debashis ji, what do you think about sustainability and compliance in the sourcing process?
So
and how do you think Myntra is following that or planning to follow that? So how do you think of this concept in your sourcing process?
See, good question. It is close to my heart.
Okay.
And being Walmart, compliance is must. Means like we are following the compliance requirement led by Walmart.
Okay.
Very closely, because we cannot go here and there. So I'll go one by one. Sustainability. Product sustainability is our DNA. So very few retailers went ahead with sustainable products, and Myntra is one of them. So right from fiber, we are using BCI cottons big way, which is sustainable. And then we are using lot of tags, poly bags, recycle poly bags and all, buttons, recycle buttons, recycle poly as a fiber.
Okay.
And then we are using technology to reduce the water consumption in different part of washing. Like for example, denim washing, we are using laser, we are using ozone to reduce the water consumption to get a sustainable product. And means going forward also we have a huge target given by management. Means we have to go with a sustainable way.
Okay.
And it is our responsibility to give back to society.
Okay.
With our responsible sourcing. And we are closely working with a lot of collaboration we are doing with lot of vendors who can help us to execute the sustainable product
and
for us.
Follow the compliance.
Yes, follow the compliance is a huge thing for us. Means for any vendor to onboard in Walmart ecosystem needs basic compliance. Like for example, in India, we need to have four pillars SADCs for any vendor to onboard. For Bangladesh, it is even stringent. We are having Bangladesh sourcing also.
Okay.
So for Bangladesh, for Walmart, it is a red zone. So
okay.
Yes. So we have to follow all the requirements laid by Walmart for compliance requirements, and anything here and there, we are not allowing anybody to onboard. Okay, and there is a Walmart responsible supply chain model. They have a team specifically in Dhaka. They are helping us to find a good factories, and they are evaluating those factories for us, and which are 100% compliant. Okay, in terms of human safety, it is very required, and we are following very strictly, whether it is India or Bangladesh or any country that matter. So compliance is must. Without compliance, we are not allowing anybody to onboard. So that is how it is. We are ethically.
And how do you manage the competition?
Okay.
The reason I said why relevant, because Myntra is again a mammoth, and on the marketplace level, it doesn't have any competition in India or in a lot of geographies. But again, you have internal labels, you have external labels, and so how do you try to keep yourself competitive, competent, and also manage that?
Right. So good question. Means like I would say Myntra is a market leader in terms of fashion.
Yes.
And frankly speaking, means we consider competition is within us only.
Exactly.
Right. So we have to compete ourselves to grow further.
Right.
But having said that, means we are looking at competitors, what they are doing, something relevant, what they are, or other people are doing. We are also looking at those things, but we are playing our strength. We know our strength is fashion. So all this market intelligence, whatever we are getting through social media, through other fashion influencer, through WJSMs, we are following the trends and everything, and we are playing with our strength. So hopefully we are going to keep this market share like this, and we are confident about it. So competition doesn't matter for us as of now.
Do you want to stay competitive?
Yes, of course. We need to be more relevant in the market, whether it is fashion or whether it is a price, product proposition, right product with a seasonality intact. So we need to have all these things in mind before going into the market. So we are keeping ourselves more relevant in the market, and that's how we are the leader. Right?
Perfect.
Yes.
Great coming from them that enjoying a leadership position across the fashion landscape, and still working very hard on a daily basis to stay competent and stay relevant, and that I think drives their innovation, the technology interface, and they really are passionate to cover all the elements in the fashion landscape. So good to hear, sir. So let us try to look at the factor of social media. So social media is influencing consumer choices heavily these days.
Right.
So I think you have done a lot of work in this area also, but I would want to ask you that how have you worked around it to tap that interest in people that is coming from social media or influencers?
So, good question. It's most relevant since we are an online company.
Yes.
We need to have all this social media, how it is going on. So, we have a team of social media who are giving all the inputs in terms of changing fashions, in terms of new trends.
Yeah.
We have been associated with fashion influencer who are present there in social media like Instagram and other portal. We are gathering all this information. We have our own AI system to gather all the information, how it is going, the trend is changing or not.
Right.
It's an ever-changing field, right? Fashion is everyday changing thing, right?
And you have your Instagram.
Yes. We have our own page. Yes. We have not only we have that, we are keeping tab in every other social media where people are coming and giving their inputs in terms of their fashion needs and all. and we have to accumulate all these inputs, and we have to be very trendy accordingly with the market needs, what it is coming from social media. So we are very closely watching social media as a yes,
like responding accordingly.
yes. So our system is very agile, means where there is a gap and if it is coming from social media as an input, we are making sure that everything, means what is a opportunity, a business opportunity where we have a gap, we don't have anything in that to offer, we make sure that very quickly we come
up with an idea or something.
Yes.
To cover that.
Yes. So without social media influencing, means it would have been very difficult for us to know the market intelligence or the trends, what it is going on. So we are closely following it.
You have covered that.
Yes. And we have a specific team to follow on, and all those inputs we are gathering, and it is coming to us as a need for the market, and we are acting on it very quickly. So that is how it is happening for us.
Let's obviously Myntra operates in multiple brands internally also, and you have your supply channel partners and like individual brands who are operating. So again, you are working across multiple categories. So I just wanted to know, let's say for a brand, if you are not talking across brands, but just say for a brand, how do you capture trends and how do you manage the categories, and like how does season planning look like? For example, if you're planning say autumn winter for a brand across, it can be jeans, shirts, t-shirts. So how does it look like for you?
Say we have two seasons generally we follow. One is spring summer, second one is autumn winter, as you told. So season specific, we have line sheet prepared by our designers, taking into mind what is the market trends and what is the would be market trends after because season planning we do a little ahead. So let's say 6 months ahead. So that time, what would be the market trend? That intelligence we have to take it from market. Of course, I told you all this AI based software and everything from social media. What we are getting, all the inputs, our designer will take. They will make a line plan. Okay. And there are products like autumn winter. We have winter wear. There are specific products which will sell only in autumn winter. But there are products like jeans, t-shirt, which are not that season specific, right? So we have two things while making that planning. One is our repeats, right? So let's say about jeans, means it will be same as autumn, maybe some dark or light washes, and it may be different based on seasonality, but most of the product will be the same kind of product for across year, but the washes and looks based on season it may change, right? For winter we have specific products like jackets, sweatshirt and sweaters and all. So those things we have to predict early in terms of fashion, which will come as a trend after 6 months or so. Based on that, designer will make a line plan, and based on those line plan, we will give proto all these things to designer to check on the final requirement as a fashion requirement for that specific season, and they will choose out of that. We will go ahead with the final execution. And for the repeats, we follow Gold Rat ecosystem.
Okay.
Gold Rat is based on actual demand and sale. You know that it's a replenishment model, continuous replacement model. So for all the repeats, whether it is for any category that matter, we are following Gold Rat as a ecosystem, where Gold Rat will give us the way ahead, the buffer, how much to be there as a replenishment buffer, and based on that we will be planning the season ahead. It's a gold is a continuous thing.
Continuous, right?
Yes.
You
It's a-
something and then you buy the same.
Yes.
True.
While selling it, it will be it will capture the actual sale data, actual demand, and based on that they will give the replenishment requirement to the specific vendor, and we are following that. So repeat and fashion is a little different, but we are following the trends. That is for sure. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.